Hey guys, Rika here, and today I'm going to show you my production levels of milk from Mozzarinas from 1 to 4 stars. I did capture and breed Mozzarinas simultaneously to get this going, and all in all, including the hour wait time to see the milk production, it took me about 6 hours. If you would like to capture yourself some Mozzarinas, they are in the same areas as the Woolly Pops and thereabouts, or the Relaxaurus also. It is kind of random which ones spawn, so you might just need to go around and massacre everything, leave, and then come back. But it is an instant respawn, so it doesn't take very long either way. Their little unhappy faces and their groans when you're trying to capture them are hilarious. It is a lot easier if you run around on the Fanglope and use the Ring of Mercy so that you don't accidentally kill them, as I seem to do about half the time. Of course, when I was recording this, the Ring of Mercy had not yet been released. The Ring of Mercy, of course, being one of many things that Pocket Pair has gotten very right in this game, and I hope they will continue to update accordingly. Who else can't help but think of mozzarella every time they want to say Mozzarina or they think about these Palworld cows? And on to breeding the Mozzarinas. I have found that the best way for breeding in this game so far is to find a nice flat place and to put 4 or 5 breeding pens, and maybe a ranch. Nothing else in the base, just because your pals are going to be constantly trying to wander around and getting stuck or falling off into oblivion. I have noticed that this falling off into oblivion and getting stuck and wandering around stuff seems to happen at night when they go to sleep. So I went into my world settings and I turned the night cycle all the way up so it goes as fast as possible, and I turned the day cycle down to 0.1. This helped immensely with the breeding efficiency, and I would strongly recommend it. Now on to the meat of the video. I'm starting off with a 1-star Mozzarina. I will only be doing 1 this time around instead of 2 like I did with the chickpeas, and I will be staying in the base as I did with the chickpeas, just so that there won't be any kind of discrepancies in the production of milk. I will be putting the milk per hour production for 1, 2, and 3-star Mozzarina in the top left corner for comparison. The cows always look so happy, don't they? As opposed to the chickpeas, like, look how hard the chickpea has to work just to lay an egg. And with this last one, it has been 1 hour. Time to look at what we have. My Anubises work so hard. Can you imagine if cows can actually just, like, poop out bottles of milk instead of having to go through the whole pregnancy process? Okay, so 1-star Mozzarina and 1 hour of milk production time has given us a total of 83 bottles of milk. And now to combine some more cow souls and see what we get with 2 stars. I don't know about you guys, but I really appreciate the fact that they've given us the ability to condense our pals and have those condensed souls count toward the next level of stars. For instance, if you haven't used this system, if you have like 20 Mozzarinas sitting in your pal inventory, you can go to the pal condenser and condense all of those down so that you only have a few Mozzarinas that are, 2 or 3 stars or whatever. And then you can combine them with the Mozzarina later, and all of those souls, like say you have a 2-star Mozzarina and you want to combine it with another one, that's going to count as 17 souls for the new Mozzarina. Did I bother to use this system to make it a little bit easier? No, why would I do that? I did do it later though when I was doing the 3 and 4 stars, because it does get to be very ridiculous when you're trying to save up 32 and then 64 Mozzarinas to upgrade them. Alright, we've got our new 2-star Mozzarina, and it's time to put her to work. I am showing the feed boxes each time just for accuracy. There was one time when I forgot to move the milk to my refrigerator at my other base. So just in case, I'm making sure to show you guys what's in the feed box and then show you afterward, after the hour is up. So I'm just going to throw this guy into the ranch and sit around for an hour and see what happens. Everyone is not going to be sitting around in their base for a full hour waiting for the production in their ranch, of course. This is just for the sake of testing it out. It's not going to be optimal when you're actually playing the game, going out and doing stuff, but I did want to see what the maximum amount was that I could get. One thing with the game I do hope that Pocket Pair is working on fixing right now is the fact that, like, my Anubises or any other transport pals that I have in my bases don't actually pick anything up while I'm not in the base. So when I teleport to one base or another, I'll just see this huge pile of stuff sitting in the ranch waiting to be picked up. And with that, it has been 1 hour, so let's see what we've got. We've got 112 milks in the last hour with a 2-star Mozzarina. So for the price of 16 more Mozzarina souls, we have gained an extra 29 milks per hour. For the next upgrade, that's going to be another 32 Mozzarinas, and thankfully while I've been standing around in the base, my Mozzarinas in the breeding pens have been very busy. I've got my new 3-star Mozzarina here, and she is ready to get milking. Don't you just love it when you don't have to assign a pal to a work area? They just run over there because they can't wait to get started. And yeah, this was the one where I forgot to put the eggs and milk in my refrigerator, so I did start off with 9 milks, and I will just subtract that from the total after the hour. We're gonna have 1 more milk for my Anubis to grab, and then the hour will be up. So we've got 137 milks here, minus 9 is 128 milks in the last hour from the 3-star Mozzarina. And now for the last upgrade, we're gonna need 64 more cow souls. Thankfully, I have plenty in stock. I did have to take a short break in between the 3 and 4 stars because my pals at the other base were not doing their gardening duties and I ran out of cake. But now I have plenty of Mozzarinas to go around. Look how happy she is to get back to the ranch with her little chickpea buddies. Right then, 1 more hour of waiting around and we will have our final production numbers. I'm just showing the cows' stats because some people might be curious. The workaholic and runner attributes don't seem to actually do anything when they're assigned to the ranch. Of course, I do have a Mozzarina that has the speed and the runner attributes, and I will be using those for other purposes later. After 1 hour, we have 146 milks from the 4-star Mozzarina. What do you guys think? Is this worth the time and effort? Is it better than the chickpea? Let me know down in the comments. In my opinion, it is worth the effort just because I don't want to have to be grinding gold all of the time in order to buy milk. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.